All right, we're working on another project today. We are here on the pond. We're up here. We've had a lot of trouble with this particular levee here. This levee has leaked on us since we purchased the property. Basically there was a huge hole. See if I can get down here without falling in the pond. There was a huge hole right here. It's kind of hard to, yeah, there you go. You can see it on the camera there now. So this was a huge hole. We tried to patch it when we first purchased the property. Just about went in the pond. We tried to patch it and we were not successful at it. We've tried different things, kind of learning as we go here. There was another hole that formed here this last spring, and what happens is this pond is actually way low right now. It's a lot lower than it usually is. There's Sassy over there. It gets a lot of pressure on it during the springtime, spring rains. Up in this front corner, right up here, is a seasonal creek that runs in. Basically runs through spring till it gets really dry in the summertime. And so what happens is this thing will just about overflow before this is the spillway right here, and it'll spill over there just before it overflows the pond levee. And so that puts an incredible amount of pressure on this top part of the pond, and it's formed leaks. It had the leak when we purchased it, and then down here we've kind of filled it in already a little bit. But down here, it had a really bad one this past spring. And this is where we lost most of our water, because this leak came all the way down to a pretty low level. There's the pond level, and there's where the hole was. And so it brought the pond way down. And so we're trying something new this year to fix it. We have purchased some white clay, and we're taking that white clay and packing in the holes, and really packing it in there good and tight. Of course, that's probably not going to prevent new holes from forming. So what we're going to do is try to layer in clay on this area right here. Probably should have got another load or two. We may end up having to do that, but we're going to try to layer in the clay about a foot deep all along this levee where these holes are forming, and see if we can get enough strength here. Clay, when it gets wet, it packs really good, as you know, and so we're really hopeful we might have a solution this year. At least see how it goes. And this is, try number 3, I think, or 4. We've tried kitty litter. Kitty litter has something in it that expands. I forget the name of it. Bentonite clay, I believe. And so we've tried packing kitty litter in these holes and stuff and letting it expand. We never really got it packed super good, I would say. And of course, we've never layered in the dirt on top of here. So that's kind of what we're doing, and we're hoping to finally have this solved this year. We're also going, that's one other thing I didn't mention. So after we get the clay packed in here, we have some old concrete that was left by the previous owners that was in the barn. It was just bags of concrete that have dried and hardened, and so we're going to take those and layer on top with, in addition, rock. So we have a ton of rock. We have a ton of rock here on the property, and so we're going to bring some of that up, and kind of over the top of the foot of clay, we're going to layer in the rock to kind of give it a solid, a solid layer on top of the clay to further prevent the water. Water just creates an incredible amount of pressure when you get this amount of volume that we have here with the pond up against it. So we'll try to capture a little bit more as we progress here and show you what we're doing. Nothing like a good swim after running through the woods chasing who knows what. This is just about finished. We have just a little bit more to shovel down. So you can kind of see we piled up these blocks and everything, and then we came over the top of that with all this clay. I know it's a little bit dark. It's just about dark here. We've been packing this stuff and just shoving it down in here. We were able to shove with the tractor a little bit, But we've got about a foot of clay maybe over the top of this, so I'm feeling pretty positive about it, hoping that this is the solution. We'll see.